We nominated Miss Celia Mahung because of her tireless devotion over the last 15 years to conservation, to the mission of Tide, to benefits throughout the Toledo district. She's really been a great leader. We're really happy that Miss Celia has won this award. She is retiring from Tide this year, and I think it just marks the end of a wonderful service to the organisation and to conservation in Belize.
I know Miss Celia for quite some time now, the Mahung family and the Muschamp family here in Punta Gorda. And Miss Celia is a part of this community. I know her at Tide as a very dynamic leader. She have a very vibrant team at Tide, and that allow her to be able to get the work done at Tide for the community and by extension for Belize. So Miss Celia, the way I see Miss Celia is that she's precise and in the fact of her leadership, like she knows what she wants to get done.
First of all, I want to start off by congratulating Celia for this achievement, for this award. It's an outstanding award, and congratulations, job well done. 15 years later, she's still there. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. The organization has survived, it has succeeded, it has continued to shine. It's the biggest employer in Punta Gorda town. So there's nothing but good stuff that came out of her management of the organization.
So our working relationship has been extremely well. I'll be honest. She was able to work with the fishermen and basically with the environment and the fishermen, and she was able to balance it in such a way that I personally feel like she probably is one of the best persons so far to work with.
It is a great honor for me, on behalf of the Waight family, to congratulate Mrs. Celia Mahung as the winner of this year's James A. Waight Award for Conservation. Granddad, as we knew him, was among the founding members of the Belize Audubon Society, the organization which in the late 1960s pioneered the work of raising public awareness of the need to conserve our natural resources in the emerging nation of Belize. My grandfather was himself a humble and unassuming man, but allowed his name to be used in order to further the example that he and the other members of BAS set in the promoting of the then new concept of conservation. Mrs. Mahung, along with the members of TIDE, have done just that in advancing the cause of sustainable development in Toledo, our largest and probably best resource district. Her commitment to the cause of conservation and her leadership have played a major role in the achievements of TIDE during the last quarter century, which include many programs that promote conservation and the development of the protected areas. The Waight family extends its congratulations to Mrs. Mahung. May the work of TIDE continue to promote the conservation of our natural resources in Toledo and in Belize.
So I am humbled to be a recipient of this award. I had no idea that I was nominated by one of my colleagues. And I have to say that lots of times we wait until people are in their coffin before we sing praises. So I think it's an opportunity for me to, to hear of some of the work that, I've done at TIDE, along, of course, with my great team, now that I'm alive. So I'm humbled and I'm grateful that somebody, oh my, I get emotional. Again, when you work with people, you don't always get thanks, and you don't like, I don't work, well, whatever I've done at TIDE, I've not done it to expect a thank you. I've done it from the bottom of my heart. I get emotional. Oh my, stop. Cut. Oh, that's how I go that I did I feel, because
The Belize Audubon Society is very proud to present you with the James A Waight Award for 2023 for all the work that you've dedicated yourself to.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm humbled.
You're welcome. Good work.
On behalf of the board and staff of Belize Audubon Society, we would like to thank you for tuning in to this year's James A Waight Conservation Award. We could not be prouder of this year's nominee and awardee, Ms. Celia Mahung from Toledo Institute of Development and Environment. Thank you.